Okay, well, welcome to AP Chemistry. I'm super happy to be teaching chemistry in person this year, and we've actually been having a lot of fun. So hopefully them and sharing. Here's some pictures from breakout boxes we did the first week of school, and I was super impressed with the problem-solving skills of your students. So AP Chemistry is a second year of chemistry. We are learning and practicing our lab skills because we didn't really get very many lab skills last year remotely. So we're doing double time learning with that. And I have had a lot of fun conversations in class during our lab time. So everybody seems to be enjoying the actual hands-on in-person labs. And ultimately, we're practicing for this AP exam in May that your students will be very well prepared to pass. So the way the homework and the grades are compiled is you got homework as a 20% of your grade, and they have homework assignments that they're completing on the companion website. Sometimes we have like traditional paper assignments, but not very often. Most of it is going to be the OWL. It's kind of a nice format in the sense that it allows them to practice and try a couple different things, and most colleges are using this type of homework. So our labs and our activities are worth 30%. So we have just been working on this, actually finish up this lab. They have a vernier melting point determination apparatus that they've been working with in this last lab. We do have some virtual labs on the computer that will enhance our in-lab, but this year we're mostly in-lab, in person, working in groups. Each person works with a group member, and then they create a report. Sometimes it's an individual report, and sometimes it's going to be a group report because they'll each have to contribute to this overall collaborative document. And it prepares them for the College Board's test because they require a certain amount of lab experience. And students have always in the past created a portfolio of all their lab work. And so during the pandemic, we've morphed that into a online e-portfolio, and I think that makes more sense to continue doing that even though we're in person. So some of the skills that I've learned and my students have practiced throughout the pandemic are merging into our seat-based because we can do things a little bit more efficiently. Quizzes and test assessments are worth 50% of the grade. Never a surprise, they always know. In the past, we've been able to do a magic show, which is like a science show for the elementary students. I put maybe because I don't know what this year's going to bring. So I don't know about social distancing. I don't know how all of this is going to progress. It's August. This usually happens in April or May. So we'll see. It's on board. We've done it in the past, but I don't really know how it's going to go. This is the grading scale. You'll notice it's a little bit more extended, and that's because this class is kind of hard. So an extra 5% in their grade bands, and their grades are also weighted if you get a C or better. So how to stay informed. Basically, Aries is where the final grades are going to be posted. eCadence and Aries, there's a little bit of wonkiness with the technology talking to each other right now. We're still trying to figure out, with everybody on board, how things port over and so forth and so on. So a little bit of time to figure it all out, but you really should be able to look at Aries or eCadence the same and be able to see the same grade. I'm always allow my students to contact me through email, via the app on Remind. They have a calendar ahead of time. They always know what we're doing each day. It's not a secret. So let me see if I can get to like for example, this is our next unit. So you can see that we actually are testing on September 1st. So it's almost like a Wednesday like this. And then they have, different activities, different labs. This is from last year. So you can see 2020, but it's just an example of something I post for them on eCadence. And it's a Google Doc because sometimes things have to change. For example, in the very first lab, we realized that students had done they're great students, but they've done a lot of chemistry online. So when they get into the lab, like lighting their Bunsen burners, it's like, you used to push a button. It's not quite the same. So we have a lot of lab skills to make up for, and they're such good students that it doesn't take very long. But we had to kind of adjust our schedule a little bit. So it is a living document. It does change. It's not lock in stone. And that's it for AP Chemistry. So if you have any questions, let me know. But I'm super excited to have your students in class and in the lab, and have a great night. Thanks for watching.